Who needs a man, right?
I am not making this video for sympathy or attention. One thing that really gets me is when people turn around and ask you, yeah, but have you tried looking? Yes, I've tried looking. I have literally done everything I personally can think of right now to look for a guy. I came to London as a little girl from the country, coming to the big city, thinking, not only will I have the opportunity to make a great life for myself and start a career, but I might even meet a nice guy, because surely there's got to be loads of nice guys here. There maybe are, but if there are, I don't know how to meet them. It's also hard because I'm 32. I like to come home from work, get changed into something with an elasticated waist, and sit on the sofa and watch Netflix. The rest of us are just going to remain single. And that is the most depressing way to end this video. But when it comes to this subject, I just get so frustrated with everybody telling me, being single's amazing. Some people, totally cool with being single. You live your truth. That is totally okay. But let's be honest, I want to find a guy who's crazy about me, and I want to get married and have children. And I would be lying if I said that I didn't. So there you go. And that's the truth about being single in your 30s.
Today, 35 years old. I'm single. I don't have a husband. I don't have any children. I don't have a fiance. I don't have a boyfriend. If you're alone, you're not alone in being alone. I am kind of an introvert and I really enjoy being alone. But I also have a huge craving for like affection and cuddles and kisses and hugs and stuff like that. So yeah, Coco is getting a lot of those. Somehow in my mind, I'm still in my 20s. And I'm like, whoa, like I always had this idea that I would be a young mother, for example. And now that didn't happen, but I'm still like anticipating or waiting for that to happen. But even if I got pregnant right now, I wouldn't be a young mother, not at all. Like somehow time just got away from me. I strongly believe that things happen for a reason and that things happen when they're supposed to happen. Like I'll be honest, I have a lot of days when I feel very, very low, very depressed, very sad, very, I wouldn't say maybe envious, but well, yeah, envious. If I see, you know, like a happy couple or a happy family with kids laughing, you know. For the longest time, I didn't even want to celebrate my birthday at all because it was just a reminder of another like big day that I wasn't sharing with anyone. And I kind of feel like Christmas and, you know, birthdays and stuff like that, it's just not the same if you don't have anyone by your side. And maybe that's like stupid to think like that.
I posted this morning a picture from our City Hall wedding here in San Francisco, and a lot of 30-something women commented this post was giving them hope. And I'll be honest, that's actually one of the reasons why I wrote that we were both 34 when we met. It's very likely the guy you'll end up with is married or will have been married, because somebody who is okay with the idea of commitment, if you meet a guy and he's like 40 or in his 40s and he's not been in a long-term committed relationship or never been married, then he probably is afraid of committing. It doesn't mean he won't. I'm just saying these are things to know. Because as women, we're ready for commitment like day one, most of us. It's just how we are wired. We're just wired differently. I just want to throw that out there for the ladies in your 30s, those few things. I mean, do I need a separate YouTube channel for relationship advice?
How to solve this problem of surplus women? You have more than 30 million women in America who can't get husbands. What do you do with them?
Well, the feminist women would say, who needs one?
The feminist movement in this country promised women once that they could have it all: a successful career, financial success, and a family. But now, a controversial new study by the University of Pennsylvania suggests that women are less happy than men, despite all of the progress that women have made since the 1970s.
The reason we find that surprising is that if you look across society, there's been a lot of social change that shifted things towards women. We find that there's not a particular group of women who've become less happy, but rather all women across all of these categories have become less happy over time relative to men.
The analysis does not conclude why women's happiness has declined, but it doesn't rule out, among other reasons, whether more opportunities to succeed have increased a woman's expectations on herself, or whether the pressures of their modern lives have come at the cost of happiness. Some feminists question the study, including the measurement of happiness in general. Others say the happiness gap is no surprise because of how hard women are expected to work outside and inside the home. The study found that the declines were driven by the trend among women. Men's happiness has essentially remained flat or slightly increased, Lou.
Well, that is a troubling and I would say even surprising report. But such an important finding, why would there not be an examination of why? That is the critical question to be asked here, is it not?
No, though I'm actually quite surprised by this report because career opportunities are very extensive, and I actually don't know why that would turn up, and I think why is the actual critical issue in this whole point if you're coming up with a result that surprising.